Hey all, how are you? Welcome back, Jackson M. Haskell here. So the video coming after this on December 6th, we are talking about an announcement video, which is great. I'm really excited for that, which is great. I am pleased to announce that this video coming on the 5th of December, which we're filming right now. We're talking about a Mandalorian Season 3, which is great. This will actually be the last Star Wars content for this year. I don't know when the next one will be coming out. But yeah, we've knocked out so much good Star Wars content this year, which is amazing. And I want to continue that into 2026, including knocking out the Acolyte, Book of Boba Fett, Ahsoka, which are three TV shows I want to knock out because we're almost done with Star Wars content. Yeah, which is good. And yeah, and so Mandalorian season 3 consists of 8 episodes, and it ties in well to the new movie that will be coming out in 2026, which is good. Yeah, this season concludes the storyline from the first few seasons, as well as the Book of Boba Fett. It teases new stories for future projects. Yeah. Okay, so chapter 17, Apostate, is up first, directed by Rick Fumo, which is cool. He was directed a couple episodes in the first season, directed 6 episodes, and he was an executive producer for the third season. And this is written by John Favreau. Oh, I forgot to mention, the season ran from March 1st to April 19th, 2023. Yeah, written by John Favreau, March 1st, 2023. Armor and a group of Mandalorians hold a ceremony to induct a young warrior, Ragnar Vizsla, related to Pre-Vizsla and Pax Vizsla, into the tribe. The ceremony is interrupted when a dinosaur turtle attacks the Mandalorians. The clan initially fails to defend himself, but they are saved by Jin, Jaren, and Grogu, who have been reunited after what happened in Book of Boba Fett. Armor confirmed that the mines of Mandalore still exist. Jaren may become a Mandalorian once more. Jaren travels to Navarro to meet High Magistrate Grief Karga. Jaren helps Karga slave off a group of pirates led by Pirate Green. Karga offers Jaren the position of marshal, but Jaren refuses. Seeing that he can rebuild IG-11, Jaren successfully arrives at IG-11, but the droid defaults to its original pilot programming. Jaren brings apart to a group of acts in the mechanics to tell him that they need a new memory core to repair the droid. As Jaren leaves Navarro, the pirate crew, the Bavane Superior, Gory, and Shard attack his ship, but Jaren escapes. Jaren, I'm gonna call him Din, because it's gonna be easier, or Mando. Um, Jaren meets with Bo-Katan Kryze in old Mandalore castle on Kavala. Reveals that after losing the Darksaber, she has abandoned her plans to reclaim Mandalore and tells Jin to travel there alone. Dijon. Chapter 18, The Mines of Mandalore. This is directed by Rachel Morrison, which is cool. Never heard of her before. Written by John Favreau, March 8th, 2023. Tijaran visits the Peli Moto on Tatooine in search for an old married ship for IG-11. She does not have one, but instead sells him R5-D4. Tijaran, Grogu, and R5 fly to Mandalore, where Jin orders R5 to go ahead and ensures that the atmosphere is non-toxic. When R5 does not return, Tijaran been drafted and stopped by some Alamites, a native troll-like species living in the caves. Heading deeper into the mine, Jiren is captured by a cyborg creature and sends Grogu for Bo-Katan's help. Bo-Katan rescues Jiren and kills the cyborg before leading Jiren to living waters. Jiren immerses himself to restore his status as a Mandalorian, but a sudden drop-off in service causes him to sink deep into the water. Bo-Katan drives in to save him. On the way back up, he comes face to face with a Mythosaur. Sorry. Next one is going to be Chapter 19, The Convert, directed by Isaac Chung, for the first 2 seasons, which is cool. Noah Clore and Jon Favreau wrote this. March 15th, 2023. After Jiren recovers, he and Bo-Katan depart Mandalore. Both Bo-Katan holds a Mythosaur's existence from him. Upon return to Kavala, they are attacked by Imperial TIE squads, which destroy Bo-Katan's home and are forced to retreat. On Coruscant, Dr. Pershing receives a pardon by the New Republic, but startled to find Ella Kane, a former communications officer who was part of Moff Gideon's Imperial Armament, among the amnesty program's recipients. Kane agrees to assist Pershing as efforts to continue cloning research, which has been outlawed by the Republic. They sneak aboard a decommissioned Imperial-class Star Destroyer to steal the necessary parts, but Kane betrays Pershing to the Republic lawkeepers, and his leader secretly sabotages them. His mind-wiping procedures used on him. Meanwhile, Jiren and Bo-Katan arrive at the secret Mandalorian enclave, where Jiren presents armor with sample of living water as proof of redemption. Because she has also been imbued in the water, Bo-Katan is also welcomed back to the enclave as well. Next one, chapter 20, The Foundling, which is cool. Directed by Carl Weathers. Written by Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni. Carl Weathers, well-known actor. Yeah, he directed episodes in the first season, and he plays Grief Karga. He also played Apollo Creed in A First War Rockies and Al Dillon in Predator. And this is written by Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni. Dave Filoni, big creator of Star Wars, which is cool. March 22nd, 2023. Jiren introduces Grogu to Mandalorian combat training. Grogu wins a training match, but his opponent, Ragnar Vizsla, is captured by a large raptor. Bo-Katan gathers a hunting party, which includes Jiren and Ragnar's father, Pax Vizsla. To the raptor's nest on foot, the armor forges a new piece of Mandalorian armor for Grogu, a rondelle bearing Jiren's Wedhorn seal. As she works, Grogu has visions of his rescue from the burning Jedi Temple by Jedi Master Kelleron Beck. He appeared in a non-canon TV show. He's played by the same guy, Ahmed Best, who played Jar Jar Binks. And this part takes place during Order 66 and sympathetic members of Naboo's armed forces, which is amazing. It's kind of cool seeing that, like a different scene. Yes, during Revenge of the Sith. Vizsla's over-eagerness to save Ragnar disrupts Bo-Katan's plan and leads to a difficult aerial confrontation in which Bo-Katan and Jiren escape by unarmed, kill the raptor, and collect the chicks, and earn the clan's respect. As the armor replaces Bo-Katan's pauldron, while the scuffle of the raptor, Bo-Katan reveals her encounter with the Mythosaur, but the armor meets her account with disbelief. And next up is going to be The Pirate, directed by Peter Ramsey. Rise of the Guardians he did. And he directed Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. And Beeb's Kids, which is cool. Written by Jon Favreau. March 29th, 2023. In retaliation for Advance's expulsion, Gorian Shiard invades Nevarro. Grief Karga contacts Carson Teva for help from the New Republic. Suspecting that the attack is a prelude to the rise of the Empire, Teva informs Colonel Tuttle. When Tuttle shows indifference, he tracks down a Mandalorian covert as Jijarin for help. Jijarin convinces the covert to come to Karga's aid, despite their prior confrontations with him. Bo-Katan assumes command of the task force. As the Mandalorians overcome the invasion, Vane flees, Shard is killed, and the remaining pirates are detained. The Mandalorians are welcomed back by Karga, and the people move back to Golden Clove. Armor meets Bo-Katan, acknowledging Sora's reappearance. As an omen, Bo-Katan is one who will renege all Mandalorians and bids her to remove her helmet, symbolize his new position. On his way back to Adalavi, Kiva encounters wreckage of Moff Gideon's prison transport, which had gone missing during transit, and finds a fragment of Beskar alloy inside. Guns Fire is next, directed by Bryce Dallas Howard, written by Jon Favreau. Bryce Dallas Howard, the daughter of Ron Howard, her uncle is Clint Howard, well-known director. She's working on a lot of Star Wars stuff, which is great. A lot of episodes. Also, really famous in Jurassic World franchise as Claire. Darling. April 5th, 2023. Bo-Katan, Jijarin, and Grogu set out for the Atlantic planet Plaisir 15. Where Bo-Katan's former army, now led by Axe Wolves, have set themselves up as mercenaries. Before they can meet them, they are brutally raided by the planet's ruler, Captain Bombardier, and the Duchess, who asks for help in neutralizing several repurposed but malfunctioning Imperial and Separatist droids. After stopping a rogue droid, Bo-Katan and Jijarin follow the trail to resist her. A droid bar and convinces bartender and clientele to help them. They discover that the droids were sabotaged for nano droids and the bar's maintenance fluid, which were greatly imported by Commissioner Hellgate, head of the Planetary Security Office. Confronted, Hellgate reveals himself as a separatist, before Bo-Katan knocks him out, and the Duchess sentences him to permanent exile on the moon of Paet. Granted an audience with the Mandalorian privateers, Bo-Katan challenges the Wolves for leadership and defeats him. To help her sentence, Jijarin admits his capture by the cyborg on the mines of Mandalore and is rescued by Bo-Katan, which rightfully bestow Darksaber back to her. Okay, 2 episodes left. We have this one, Chapter 23, The Spies, directed by Rumiaya, written by Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni, April 12, 2023. Moff Gideon is informed by Elakane of the Mandalorian's intent to retake their planet. Gideon relays information to the Shadow Council, a group of Imperial remnant warlords. He requests reinforcements from Commander Brendel Hux. I wonder. So, Brendel Hux, his son is going to be Armitage Hux, who's a general in the First Order and a spy. That name just sounds familiar. And questions Captain Pelion, the absence of the Grand Admiral Thrawn, reassembling on Navarro. Bo-Katan unites the Mandalorian clans and prepare a recon party to explore the surface of the Mandalore and locate the Great Forge. Before leaving, Kiko Carver presents Jijarin, and IG-12, with IG-12 a rebuilt version of IG-11, which will also be controlled by Grogu. On Mandalore, the group meets another surviving clan who's loyal to Bo-Katan. Bo-Katan admits she is surrounded by Gideon shortly. Gideon shortly after Night of the Thousand Hairs. People would be spared from further harm, but party finds a Great Forge and is ambushed by Beskar and hand stormtroopers. Jijarin is captured by a Beskar-clad Gideon, who reveals his intent to complete the Great Purge of the Mandalore. He attempts to kill each search party, but Bo-Katan uses a Darksaber. They can escape where the group passes Vizsla, He's gonna buy time, but is killed by Gideon's Praetorian guards. Okay, this next one is chapter 24, Return, last episode in the season, which is great. Directed by Rick Fumiya, written by John Favreau. Um, yeah, April 19, 2023, in the final season. Bo-Katan and her recon squad retreat from off Gideon's base while return to the Mandalore flagship Axolotls. The reigning Mandalorians to reinforce planetary troops by a defense ship from Imperial task squadrons with resistance from Grogu. Then Djarin escapes from captivity and seeks out Gideon. Djarin and Grogu discover cloning tanks filled with Force-sensitive clones of Gideon. This was kind of revealed in Bad Batch Season 3 because they're looking for Force-sensitive data to restore Palpatine. And Djarin destroys them after a lengthy skirmish between the Mandalorians and the Beskar enhanced stormtrooper base. Bo-Katan and Djarin Grogu make a final stand against the Gideon and his Praetorian guards, in which Darksaber is destroyed. Wolves Rim's Mandalorian capital ship into the Imperial base, and Gideon is consumed by the resulting blast. Grogu protects himself, Bo-Katan and Djarin from the blast with a force barrier. After that battle, Mandalorians restart the Great Forge, and Djarin finally and formally adopts Grogu. Afterwards, Djarin takes up on the contract work with Carson Teva and moves into a cabin on the outskirts of the capital, while IG-11 is rebuilt by the Anzelian mechanics to serve as Navarro's new marshal. But yeah, that is it, which is great. Um, yeah, really cool. I'm really excited to cover it. Thank you guys so much. It's been great covering it. Like I said, the video coming after December 6th is actually going to be an announcement video, which is good. It'll be the first. We're trying to do at least one announcement video per month, which is great. Yeah, and I'm really excited to cover it. Um, yeah, next Star Wars content won't be until 2026, but some of the things I want to cover for Star Wars real quick: Book of Boba Fett, the Ahsoka TV show, and Acolyte are the big three, and Mandalorian Grogu movie, which is coming out sometime in 2026. But I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you guys so much, and I hope you guys enjoy and have a great and wonderful day. And thank you all seriously so much. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, bye bye.